an empath in this life is actually the most beautiful thing that can happen to you. Yet so many people suffer from not being able to protect themselves, to deal with situation in a beautiful way, in a way that benefits them, which is absolutely great when you have the higher senses piled with knowledge, intuition. You feel what people say, you sense what their intentions are, you sense conspiracies, you can smell almost at times, as I do, their intestinal tract. You can smell their skin, even though people, they may wash or take a shower every day, they can stink like hell just because of their thought forms. And so being an empath and learning how to deal with it is actually very, very easy. Like we have the self, the internal self, the self-protective bulb, the energy level in which we live, we decide to live, and we make up our living. If we allow ourselves to tap into the outer world, in the social world, be it social media or the social media in a world in where you meet up with people, with strangers, with friends. Uh, you know, there is so many sorts of connections, colleagues on the jobs, and so on. So there's different levels we have to deal with, because at times we restrict ourselves to speak out, and so we block our beautiful throat center, we block our beautiful heart center, maybe a million times a day without even knowing it. But if you're an empath, you do know what you do. Right? So on the ladder of ascending and meeting the heavens that are grounding, you know, the stairway into heaven, you know that song, everybody becomes an empath, as that is the most obvious thing or space to reside in. And so the more you move up into the seventh, eighth, and the upper ladder of ascension dimensional frequency, so at least between 6 and 12, because in the sixth dimension, that is where Earth is already, and human kingdom, that is where the ego plays out, the soul plays out, everything, you know, the truth plays out in the densities. And it's actually that stage from going from 6 into 7 where you get that automatic self-empowered protection. And there, in that protection field, because everything is a field of energy, the entire universe is made out of light, geometry, codes, numbers, or mathematics, if you will. And so all of that makes up energy fields, energy waves with which to work with should you meditate. I meditate for 20 years, at least 2 hours to 3 hours a day, meaning I load energies. You know, I just don't sit there and focus on a candle or something. That is old stuff. That doesn't work anymore. Here we work with universal connections and with the knowledge from within. So if you're an empath and you have some knowledge about the ways in creation, so the 12 ways, for example, that we find in the zodiac signs, we find them in the 12 planetary system, we find them in the 12 universes, and so on and so on. These are always the returning colors we have in our energy fields that looks like this. So you can just work with one particular color you're very much attracted to and create a light bulb and command that light bulb to protect you, in which you state what you allow and what you will not allow any longer. With it comes the strength from within in detecting falseness, in detecting conspiracy, in detecting all sorts of negative energies, right? They are piled in society. And that is reason why, I don't know, you know, I became an empath at a very young age, as I've been abused by both my parents. I was used like a Cinderella in the home, and so my sister was treated like a princess, and so that taught me many things. And in the first place, it taught me like I have no word. I'm ugly because my father taught me you are ugly as hell. You don't deserve to live. If you hear that for 10 or 20 years, then I mean, you can understand what it did to me. But I got out of it. So all these things matter. If you're, you know, if you had to educate yourself like I had to do, then you know, you need to be clever to be kind. You really need to be clever to be kind in society. You know, not cool, but clever. And that can be done as well, because for every attribute, every instinct, every skill, there is a way with which to work with. Quite obviously, the amethyst crystal ball, the amethyst way, like I'm wearing, is actually the spiritual body that starts off between 6 and 7 dimension. So if you lift your energy field up there and you've done some work with yourself, you can, for example, place a crystalline lavender ball around you. Should be the one from Brazil, and then you can move up that ladder. This one is Peru. It's my next level of upgrades actually. So that is something. But if we tap, being an empath, and you feel the energies and you tap into them, then you become them. Then you allow the outer energies from other people, you know, to take from you actually. To take, I call these people the takers, and we sort the, like empaths are the givers. So what you can do is eliminate the takers in your glandular construction, in your glands, in the brain, and not allow them. You command your highest vibration to immediately detect what you allow and what you don't allow anymore. With it comes a huge strength within the word. Like I became so strong, like in the first place when I left my parents at the age of 14, and I became more like a pleaser. Like nobody loves me, nobody likes to see me. So I was like, you know, what can I do for you? And you know, I had a good boyfriend for 12 years, but also I was always serving and serving and serving another. I thought that would bring some love to it, but I was so wrong. So that we broke up without any, you know, bad vibes. We still friends actually. We had to move on. So that is a very short story. It was actually very good. But going back, you know, in society by myself, I became like, I opened up a world with spirit. I taught myself. I went in the science of the divine. I went in the physics and all that. I would study all the time. I became an artist, an author, a painter. You know, I would do, because I opened one skill after the other, and with it came that self-protection, that strength in the body, that told me like, this is what I will allow and this is what will go immediately. And so I said, I don't have to please anyone. So from that time on, if somebody likes me, they will have to prove that, and that is just that. And they will have to pay for my services, because I became so strong. I can read people inside out. Like, I mean, you would almost start to tremble how that functions, because I immediately see the levels of self-manipulation, the unworthiness, and how people turn around their mentality in order to be accepted by other people. And that is almost the worst thing one can do. Why? That is not lovely. We need to accept ourselves as we are. We can skill up, and you know, vibe up and learn so many things, because it is all up there, it's available, so don't stop yourselves. And the worst thing I experienced, I only have this for the past 3 years, I think, is that I smell people's negativity and stuff. So it's up to me to not allow them and just simply state, hey, I'm not interested to talk to you. That's it. I can make my own choices, right? And so after that, becoming stronger and stronger in the word, people got interested when I was in society, and they came along. Like, I could read 3 or 4 or 5 people at the same time. I could tell inside out, this is happening, this is how they think, and they like that about me. And so I gave a lot of free sessions just while being outside, and that was still part of my level of unworthiness. I'd certainly not do that right now. I became so strong in self, only in allowing what I want and moving on that straight road with myself, in direct connect with my source, my spirit, my spark, the 3 S's. I stated this a lot. And with it, you can tap into your intuition, your imagination. That is very important, because your intuition, your intention, your imagination, the 3 I's and the 3 S's, they actually move together. Like, let's say if you meet up with a narcissist or anything and you know it, then it's up to you to become more intelligent than they are, because they are just manipulative, and you know, they want something from you and you make it crystal clear you're not going to give it. They go wild. I've seen this many times as I healed a lot of narcissists, and that is possible if they truly want it, because they suffer from something as well. That is quite obvious. So that is the component I make here is actually a diamond of light, and that is so powerful, because a diamond is composed out of 2 triangles, an upper triangle and a triangle pointing downward. So heaven and earth meeting up, and that is our original composition, like you see in the energy field here. So if you want to become stronger and you don't want to go through the training in becoming eternal and being an eternal healer, and knowing how to play around, how to move with energies, how to apply energies, how to heal self with energies, and how to quickly, but definitely very, very quickly apply codes. Codes is number 1 in the universe. And so this is my project of this year, coming out with many, many more codes, so you can transition very, very fast. Then again, the highest protection there is moving out of the matrix into the crystalline grids. So listen to that video about the crystalline grids, moving then, because those grids and the meridians around Earth, they click into the body, and they move with you wherever you step in society, in your life, whatever you do. And so you also move out those states of depression and you know, low vibrations. I'll make another video about that. But anyways, this code here is the one I made to explain, and it's brand fresh. I made it this week, so I like it so much. It's on all my apparel and home decor, so if you want to wear it, it's the link is in the description as well. So let me explain this a bit. As we are living the mutation from the Dark Ages, Pisces, into the illuminated ages, you know, the Aquarian age, the golden age, the first golden age, actually, in which everything comes to light, which we are seeing every day for the past 3 years at least, although it always was there. And so You see in the middle there, you see two black triangles making up that diamond of light. And that is the highest detector in the universe you can have. That is a black omnipotent ray, a universal level or celestial, celestial, whatever your intention is. And moving that up so you can wave through, or you can just invite. I invite a black diamond around my energy field for optimum 100% protection. You state it, you claim it, you receive it. That's that. And no struggling with energy fields. And so my beginning stage, I remember this for the rest of my life, is always going back to the first cause of creations. The highest vibration there is in the universe is the Aquamarine way, the Aquamarine team. It's a high level energy wave that is actually the first cause of that cell, that is the male female cell. So if you see those two waves at the other side of the diamond, you see a male and female wave actually. And then you have the Ark of the Covenant, the origin of the Ark, which is also Aquamarine. And that is waving through the union into self, so nobody can kick into your own union. This is very powerful. In the middle of the design, you see the male-female eyes playing out, getting together, right? So this design is very, very complete. It's very interesting. So you might as well just put a design around you, reading that through, let's say for 5 minutes or something before going out and meeting up with people, if you need some self-protection. And that is really moving out with a code. You can repeat and repeat and repeat. I have a whole video about this code here. That is the Yodevavhe, the first cause of creation coming through the Aquamarine way. And when you just state that code, definitely watch this video. It explains in detail what it means. You're just saying, when, you know, let's say I have a cup of coffee somewhere and I'm always busy writing down things, and I'm not looking around for anybody to connect with me. People just fuse with my energy. They ask me who I am. They ask me what I'm doing. So when there is negative energies, like an empath can feel negativity, but also high vibration. So why always put an empathic energy on a low negative vibration? You don't have to. You can, enjoy good people in your life, and it depends on the level where you are at. If you still low vibes, negative vibrations and all that stuff in your brain, then quite naturally that is what you will attract, right? So with this code, if you're interested, because it's very, very passionate, put that around you, wear it on a t-shirt or a hoodie, or the cups are very nice, and the tumblers, because if you drink a drink through it, be it coffee, tea, juices, water, even wine if you like, and that code is on that cup, that code will integrate with whatever you drink, and so you drink that code into the body. So I'll even put on a design with that Yodevavhe code. But the explanation is very interesting, so definitely go to that video. And so even, when talking like on the video or with people, whatever, internally, I just keep on repeating that code, and I see myself into the entire design. That's all you need to practice. I mean, do it 5 or 10 minutes, 2 or 3 times a day, and that should really help. I definitely suggest you try that out because it's so potent, it's so powerful. So let me know in the comments if even, you know, if you stop the video here and you focus on that code, what it does to you while repeating the ODFA code, and what it does to you, or let me know what you apply to protect yourself, because this is, you know, so strong and potent, especially because the eye of the divine, the omni eye, is infused within the code, the male female omni eye, the male female arc of consciousness, the male female vibe. So that gives excellent harmony, that gives excellent balance, and then you just ground that. And I mean, you couldn't go wrong, really. It's that powerful. So I definitely hope you like that code and can enjoy it.